Alright, we are recording. We are back in it. We got the Black Bluff Nation. And we just got Laura. And we're going to see if she joins automatically or if we're going to have to coerce her into doing that. But this is where we left off, so let's get to it. I think we're just kind of doing some research right now, so I'm probably going to zoom through this a little bit. Alright, I think our next goal is going to be to build some beds. Would be good, make people happier. Alright, we're cruising. Why are you down? We have food. It's an important thing to check every so often that we have food still. And we're starting to get some stone coming in, so we'll probably be starting to replace a lot of these walls. That's what I would like to do next. Got some sad wandering. Just built beds and you're uncomfortable. Makes sense. Oh, 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 nope, 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 wrong. Incorrect. You will join us whether you want to or not, Laura. And should probably cure her heresy, so we're actually going to convert instead of recruit right away. The nice thing about, what are these called? Genies. The nice thing about genies is they're very easy to convince to do other things because they're kind by default, or they're wimp by default. I forget what actually does it. Oh yeah, it's wimp. Okay. And she's kind, so she double dips into the loss factor. She's going to be very easy to convince that Christianity is the way to go, especially us. Just harvest a little bit of potatoes so that if we have a blight on that, it won't be so painful. I try to offset when my plants grow. Of course, apparently I cut it when it was at 100%, so it's not going to offset at all, but having it staggered growing I find makes it so that when you do get like a blight event, it's not as bad. We're out and about. Yeah, I think we're just going to get some research hammered out. Really want to get complex clothing, then electricity. Electricity is when we can start doing some stuff. And maybe we'll just focus on a little bit of outer wall action. Do a granite. Something happened. Two things happened. We had in a room, and we have a Neanderthal raid. We're actually quite good against Neanderthals. It's too bad our shotgun girl is not gonna shotgun, but that's okay. She can hide in her room. We also have these two visitors, so I think they're just gonna go out and protect us, is what I would like them to do. Oh my god. Well, that was terrible. How? apparently immortal. Right, blue, how'd it go? Not great. Whatever. Pheasant is the strongest fighter I've ever seen. Incredibly hiding behind a chunk and taking 1,000,000 damage from 4 guns all at the same time. Just no problem. Just stands there and fights. Definitely could have played that better, but, you know, we're not here to play good. We're here to play Rimworld. And he'll probably be fine. There's nothing major. Blue didn't really take any major damage there. And they're super immune, so like even if they get an infection, who cares? Wow. Everybody's super immune. I also want to get started on our ideology. Because that's fun, and that'll help with mood, and people will think that our time here on the Rim is not as terrible as it otherwise would be. Gonna add some end tables. This will just increase the comfort of their beds. Eventually I'd like to go through and make sure everything's normal or better, so only this one is bad. That's wall is hiding in room, that's okay. And then they're also sweaty, so I'm going to get a little bit of cooling going on. And of course you get a little bit of infection, that's fine. They're super immune, so I don't think I really need to watch it too closely. I don't even know who got infected that time. Oh. I don't know, guys. Maybe don't wander around when you're bleeding. Are those going to attack? Yeah. Are they? I don't know what those are doing. Well, this combat supplier hopefully will come take care of these boars for us. That would be greatly appreciated. Yes. Looks good. Kill the rest of them, please. Perfect. Allow all. Alright, we chillin'. Got a high mate. Don't think I care too much that there's a high mate. Yeah, I don't really think that high mate's good enough to get. Generally, high mates are kind of nice because they make somebody super happy, but we don't really need that right now. They also are incapable of violence. Having a medical person would be nice, though. I'm kind of talking myself into this. Alright. Actually, we do want the high mate. We are gonna get the high mate. How hard are you? You will do it regardless. See you guys later. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for asking for some stuff. And we will take your 13-year-old. 13-year-old organ farm. I didn't want to hang out with those people anyway. start converting both those down. High Mate also kind of follow the same thing. Genies, they're pretty easy to convert generally. The only thing that makes them harder is they're always good at social. Whereas I think Lara is not good at social. Yep, so she gets more converted. She gets bullied into doing what she has to do, which is join our colony. Alright, Blue's up, so he can get a gun. Ray's down. She's probably gonna die because I didn't tend her. And then I'll fail this quest. I don't remember what I got for the quest, so that's fine. That's okay, they served us well. They enjoyed their time with us, I'm sure. We're gonna get this wall up, and we're gonna get some research done. Lara is converted. So, recruit. And then we're gonna do an outer wall. I'm a fan of the crooked look. Or maybe we could do a circle. What's a circle look like if we do like that? Is that cool? I think it's kind of cool. Alright, we have a raid. Attacking immediately. Pigs! I hate pigs. They are terrible. They never go down, much like that Neanderthal that never went down. Oh, but we have visitors at the same time, so this will actually just solve itself. I'm actually gonna wall off just to conserve our traps so that they don't go in there. And we are gonna go to walls. Go to walls. Pigs are gonna shoot Jambo. Jambo's probably gonna die. Oh, nope, he went down. Good job, Jambo. They are trying to leave, I guess. Alright. Success. So, we have nothing too much of value. We have a dying chicken. That's actually kind of the best thing out here. It's a dying chicken. Not too shabby. By the way, I should mention, I figured out how to voice record like not an idiot, so this should sound a lot better than my last video. I hope it does. If it doesn't, you know, such is life. I'm switching everybody to close range, and I'm going to keep this sniper rifle somewhere handy so that I can equip it if there's like a siege or something I need to go out and shoot at. That's where a sniper rifle is really good. Otherwise, I would just prefer to have a pump action. The Neanderthal fight would have been a lot better if we had 2 pump action shotguns instead of 0. Because as Babbo was wandering around and didn't feel like getting involved with that fight, so that's how it is. Our anima tree has enough grass. I think we're gonna do, so I'm gonna just do this novice ceremony. And we're gonna put this on the same person so that we get 2 spells. I forgot who even has this. I think, yeah, it's Cacachao. Cowcharo. Cowcharo. It's the problem with tribal is they're not named like John. I like the colors. Blue, green, red, I can say those. Alright. We have food. We have a bunch of warnings, as we would expect. Do I have anybody that's like needlessly happy? You're happy. Why are you happy? Do you have any reason? Oh, you were just sad previously. Doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna do probably my best social. Everyone's bad at social. Okay. Well, actually, what am I... yeah, so this is gonna be our priest. When the high mate's obviously the priest. That makes way more sense than anything else. We just have to convince him, her, him. We have to convince him that he should not worship whatever nonsense this is. Cannibal, eat animals, or not eat animals, be an animal and eat humans. That's obviously less good than Christianity that hates animals, so very easy swap. Man, I feel like we get a constant flow of random stuff attacking us. But it's all good, this is easy. It's just, all these corpses is kind of... it's filling our map with wealth, so it makes subsequent attacks much harder. Well, not much harder, but like more... you know, you might get an extra pig or something. So we were gonna do some structure wall stuff. I think I would still like to do that. There, that's perfect. And then we'll get rid of, like... areas where it blocks our doors. I don't really want it to do that. I would prefer my doors to still be open, and then that's gonna go like that. Beautiful. Beautiful room. I think that's just perfect. So they can get started on that, and we're making it out of marble, so that'll be... marble is inherently more beautiful than the other stone. I also blocked my door immediately, that's good. No. Believe in what we believe. Don't believe in anything else. It's because you're starving. Because my warden doesn't do anything? Like, why? Hello? Oh, you're... why are you trying to gain psi focus? You have no reason to do that. You are over your desired psi focus, and you are staring at a wall praying. Why? Stop. Oh, because you're told to meditate. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Duh. But you should do it over here. I don't know why you're... I wonder if becoming an Empire Psycaster makes it so that they try to do, like, non-tribal forms of gaining psi focus. That would be annoying. Let's give you the other one so that you have 2 spells instead of 1. Second tier. Go up to the second tier. That seems good. Alright, and we're going to let this run a bit and come back when something happens. Alright, we got a deserter quest, which I'm not going to do. We've made some progress on our wall. We've got a combat supplier, which I will check, and I'll probably sell our explosives. Those aren't particularly useful to us right now. I like our flame bow. They don't want our explosives. We just completed complex clothing. That's nice. Alright, so we'll get 34 silver for like our crappy Neanderthal clubs. That's pretty good. And then gonna get our tailoring started. I think I'm just gonna keep that as the stone room because that's super ugly, and I decided to make this bigger. So this is actually where we're gonna start doing like a workshop. It's gonna be a door and a door here. And I think I'm just gonna rip this wall down and make it go, yeah. Do that. Alright, now, this is how you set up clothing. It's a great way to do it. We're in 4060s, so I like to do like dusters with tail caps. And I did that in the wrong order, but that's okay. I usually like to do it, so I'll do headgear first, and then I'll do inner clothing. This is just, it's easier to make, you need less materials. And then you do duster as the last thing, that's like the outer clothing. Set these all to do until you have X. Make them all 0 and then make them all 1. And the reason I set it up like that is now they'll just always have one set of clothes on hand. And when when they take it off, they'll put on the new one, and then that triggers it to make another one, so you'll always have enough clothing for your colonists with a spare set, basically. The only thing you have to change is, in fact, I should do this now. I'm gonna set their apparel to only wearing things that are better than 51%. They start to get a mood debuff when it decays further than that. And then, if that starts to pile up, I'll just do it now. I'll do a burn apparel, you do forever, and you just say anything that's less than 55% light on fire, 53%, something that's higher than the 51 that I set. That just makes it so they'll automatically remove things that are bad and only wear things that are good. It's a good way to set up your clothing. Alright, I'm gonna we have another... What are you here to do, lawman? I must have missed that. You're here to buy my terrible pigskin for 2 silver. Alright. Good. Enjoy it. Second conversion. Alright, we got a raid. Raid time. Ooh, that's kind of big. That's real big. It's probably because we have 2 prisoners, because we really still don't have that much wealth. So we're gonna get some shots off on them, and then we're gonna run in, and hopefully the trap tunnel will do its work. That is the hope. Or they're... Yep, gonna hit... Oh, nope. Okay. So, unfortunately, since they didn't hit, they're not moving towards the trap tunnel. I guess enough of them are. This door will probably be fine. I'm gonna light my wall on fire, that's mean. Oh, they're, so this is new in 1.6. They're, clever, so they go around my traps sometimes. You can see, look at how expertly they avoided those 3 traps, and then didn't avoid anything else. Pretty good. Get him! Nope. Too bad. Okay. Well, that was not very hard. We spent some traps, but it was a lot more impids than I expected. And turns out there is wood on our map, so we can replenish. All is well. And yeah, we're just gonna keep going through, replacing walls, doing electricity. It's gonna get cold enough that we can't grow here pretty soon. We're in the 7th of fall. And I think we'll not be able to grow probably at like end of fall, so this is probably about... you can also get your crops snipped by the weather, so I usually just like to cut it a little bit early. And we might have to start hunting, but the winter here is pretty mild, so I'm not terribly concerned about it. We can always go on the road if we need to get some stuff also. Man, I really need to get... Oh, you're dying. Oh, that's bad. True, you are outside, huh? Let's not have you be outside any longer. You can be in this. I think there's a way to force this on people now. Yeah, so this is also new. You can force wear. Put some clothes on our hypothermia guy. And that sucks. Can you build a door also? There. Go, go, go. Go, go. Build it. Alright, amazing. That's advanced gameplay where I don't notice that my prisoners are naked because I never look at them and then they just die to frostbite. It's pretty good. Whatever. The finger was worth the sacrifice. All that guy has to do is walk around and look pretty and talk good about God, so That's pretty much his role, is to be our priest. I am curious, do we have any... Oh, we could do an execution, that's very Christian. What else can we do? We can sack an animal. We can do a Christmas tree, okay. Let's plant, and by plant, I mean construct a Christmas tree. It should be in here. Just because that'll be nice to do when we have our priest out. We're gonna do this quest, I think. This is... I usually do these. These are 4 dudes gonna come help us. And they came with a child, so that means... So, these guys have a chance to attack, but because they came with a child, we know that they will not betray us. That's just something that they added to the game. So, we're in the clear. They can probably research and haul is what I would like them to do, mostly. Guess the kid can't really do anything. Well, he can't research, he can do everything else, but... Yeah. I don't really care for them to do much else than that. Because I really want to get electricity done, and that's kind of the benefit of having these people here. Good to know we have somebody that can actually do medicine if we need them to. There's a raid. They're getting bigger. That is pretty big. I think we're okay. We're going to use the trap tunnel again, though, for sure. We've got it open. You are hauling a dead boar to our dead boar spot. That's great. That's a great use of time. Thank you. It would have been bad if we left it over there. Alright. So, yeah, that's not going to be too bad. We're also going to sack these people if we need to. This is also a good time to look at these spells we got. Burden is probably about the best one you can get. I would say Burden or Stun is the best for level 1, so that's good. Blinding Pulse is also super good, so I am okay with both of those. Now watch me forget to use them ever. So we did get them, but the odds of me actually using one of the Psycasts ever is very, very rare. I almost never remember that I have them. But let's go, pigs. See what you got. They're in. Let's get in position. Let's have you guys... I don't really care if you get shot a bunch. I'm gonna have you guys ready to go. The kid's gonna, like, stand back there. And then you guys, I really... You can go there. I should have made cover. This is something I'll correct after this raid. I was kind of reliant on the trap tunnel being enough, but the reason I'm spreading them out like that is they're less likely to get hit by friendly fire. If they stand right next to each other, there's a chance that the bullet will hit somebody that they weren't aiming at. Alright, go up there, die with honor. This is so annoying. Alright, I want you to step forward. And you step forward. You guys can get shot a bunch. That's okay. You're here to help us. You're not here to live. And they're fleeing, but I'm going to kill them all. So what I'd like to do, allying the pigs would be really nice, because pig raids are just the worst. I cannot imagine anything worse than getting raided by pigs. So the reason they're especially annoying is, well, one, they never go down. They're like Neanderthals in that regard. But two, I'm hoping I can show it here. Get on the pig. There. This pig skin, they're, oh. It's not the way I thought it was. I thought they were cheaper units than Baseliner, but they're not. They're actually more expensive. So I don't know why you get so many of them. But it seems like you always get, like, double pigs. And that guy has a neurocalculator. What a gamer. It's too bad he's gonna die 100%. There's no way I save him. I'll try, but this is very unlikely. Yep. Now, I could have probably done that better. Instead of capturing him first, I should have just treated him where he stood, and then I probably could have saved him. But I was too focused on reading about what pigs do, like what they're worth, so, you know, sometimes you die. That's how it goes. You guys are all sad because you're dying. We did recruit our priest, so we're gonna get our priest on healing right now, wardening, do that. Art, sure, and then those are all fine. And, I don't really want you to haul. Yeah, I think we're gonna do it like that, because I don't really care for them to be anywhere that they could get attacked by something, and yeah, that seems like a good way to do it. They'll just, they'll stay inside pretty much always also. They're also gonna replace Cacao as our front line. I always just put who I trade with at that left area, and Bago is gonna be a whole lot better at trading than Cacao ever was. Alright, let's get this fixed up. Let's stay... We can actually increase walls. We're gonna stay in walls until we get our traps set back up. And I'm probably just gonna let this run until we recruit Laura. Okay, disease, insulting spree, whatever, have fun. Do not care. Do they not have places to sleep? Like, I do not get this game sometimes. Are they, like, dead somewhere? Like, why? You're repaired. You're, like, half repaired. You're out just dying. Just dying. Oh, I know why. It's because I don't have their bed rest up. Yeah, I told them that they need to do other things. Well, that's okay. I mean, they're expendable people anyway, so... That's kind of... That's how it goes. Sometimes you're expendable. You come here to our nice city, and you say, help us. That's what you get. Sometimes you die of infection in your right arm. Now I could cut off the arm, but that would require me to use one of my herbal medicine, and I only have 40, so... Am I really gonna do that? I think I'll probably do that, because succeeding at this quest is probably better than just failing it because I didn't want to amputate somebody's arm. Alright, your first operation. Hi, mate. Nice. How badly did you fail? Catastrophically. Very good. So you destroyed everything. Death in 3 hours. Alright, well, that's enough. Let's try again. Don't need to waste more medicine, just get their arm off. Alright, huge. Yeah, now make sure they don't die. Awesome. And don't use the last medicine. Wow, All of our helpers are downed except for our little Neanderthal kid. That's pretty cool. He's not much of a kid, he's 12. He's very close to an adult. Destroying my sniper rifle. Well. There it goes. You sure did. Thanks. Oh, Lara joined. Nice. Alright. Well, I think that's a good stopping point. Goodbye.